My name is Amanda. I'm from Canada. I've been dating my Korean boyfriend for over 2 years.
My name is Karina. I'm from Sweden and I've been dating for almost 4 years now.
I'm Renee from Canada. I've been dating my boyfriend for 500 days, almost.
So back in 2014, I was an exchange student here, and on campus, they had like a bunch of meetups. Basically, I just happened to sit next to this guy. So immediately we became really good friends. We started hanging out, watching movies together. We did a bunch of stuff together. We just felt that we had the same interest and we really connected well.
We first met in Canada while he was there for a working holiday visa, but he was already dating another girl, so we were just friends. But when I came back to Korea, he came back a few months later and we met just as friends and we kept hanging out more and more and more, and then it was unexpected fireworks and now we're together.
We met actually in Canada. He was an exchange student. I heard him and his friends speaking Korean, and back of me was like, oh, I know what they're saying. My friends were like, oh really? They're my friends. Do you want to meet with them? I was like, okay. That same night that we were drinking, I brought him and one of my Japanese friends back to my house because they had missed the bus. I was like, you guys can crash on my couch. The next day, it was pouring rain outside. So we bonded a lot and we talked a lot, and we started watching this YouTube series because we were too scared to play the actual game. So we just watched it, and because you're scared, you sometimes go like that, skinship, and like slowly we got like closer and closer, putting arm around arm. So sneaky if you think about it. And then eventually you just clicked really well.
You will learn from each other always. You get to know about how his culture affected him, how come he thinks in one certain way, and how come I think in one certain way. A big learning experience. He has very good manners, and I think that has something to do with Korean culture as well. You're supposed to be very formal and you're supposed to respect your sonbae or your parents or elderly. I really think that's fantastic.
Well, first of all, it's nice to keep your Korean skills up. You always have a partner to practice with, so that's nice. He uses me too for his English skills, so it goes both ways. One thing that I really love, just seeing the different culture and the different perspectives, and like, I do it like this. Really? I do it like this. See a whole new perspective of things in life, so I really like that.
For me, I really don't see the culture aspect as being a benefit. I just see the person. So being with this person, for me, is a benefit. It doesn't matter that they're Korean. It doesn't matter that they speak Korean. It doesn't matter about any of that. So I really like the person. That's who I decided to date.
I mean, it could be a language barrier, of course. The humor is different. It's not bad or neither good. It's kind of the type of jokes that we make. Ironic jokes, for us, we kind of know that it's obviously a joke, like, oh, you're joking. But actually, there has been many misunderstandings. It's actually quite cute when he literally takes a joke seriously and like, oh, and I feel kind of sorry about that because that's just a culture difference.
Even though I said that I like cultural differences, but sometimes we fight because of them. We're just like, no, like this is so rude in my country, like you can't do that. Sometimes the way that we talk to each other can turn into miscommunication and then later a fight, so it kind of gotta be careful for that. It's hard.
Sometimes we have misunderstandings, so we have little arguments. But those are also positives because usually the arguments that we have, it's usually not about the person themselves. It's about us not understanding each other, and we just have to be more patient and take time to talk it out.
I had a long-distance relationship because I had to go back to Sweden. On and off, I think we were kind of separated for a year. If you're in an international relationship and you know that it's going to become a long distance, you don't have to plan your future, but you should at least be aware of your future. Can you handle a long distance? Because it's not easy, but you just have to follow your heart, your feelings. I worked it out and it's great. I am so happy that we had a long distance and now we're together again.
Definitely communication. Talk with your partner as much as you can and be patient with them because you're not going to understand everything right away. Sometimes you're gonna get frustrated. You just need to keep trying and like calm down and then find a way to go over that problem.
In Korea, I've met a lot of girls that have that K-drama expectations or the K-pop idol expectations, and it's not that. They are real people, just like people in your hometown just living their life. That also means that relationships are similar as well. So you have to stop having that cookie cutter image of what a relationship with a Korean man will be like. If you get really frustrated, you have to take a step back. Even like the tiniest things, you could have a misunderstanding. So just be patient, count to 10, and then talk it out.
사랑해요.
사랑해, 밥 먹자, 배고프지, 섹시.